15 minutes to discuss with you, to make a presentation about Lean Startup. Have you heard about Lean Startup? Yes? Yes? No. Are you an entrepreneur? Yeah, okay. Trying to, and you? Okay. So, Lean Startup, wow, has been created by a guy called Eric Ries in 2008. He's an entrepreneur from Silicon Valley, and he formalizes in a book called Lean Startup. Okay, so you can buy a book, it's very interesting. You get more information. So I just introduced myself. My name is Pierre Hervouet, I'm French. I'm living in Lebanon. Okay, I have a both background, IT and management. And I'm a guy who's certified in Agile methodology. So Agile methodology, it's a way to develop product fast, especially IT product, okay? So Lean Startup, for me, it's a kind of subset of Agile. So don't say that to Eric Ries, I think he won't accept, but okay. That's why I'm here. So what is a startup for you?
It's somebody who's trying to put their idea into a business work.
New idea. Okay. Oh, new innovative. So there are two definitions. A startup, it's a temporary organization that is that search to create a business model. So you don't have a business model, and it's a temporary organization. So this one of Steve Blank. It's he was a guru of Eric Ries. So he's the top guys for startup in Silicon Valley. The other definition of Eric Ries, it's an organization dedicated to create something new. It's not a new restaurant, it's something about high level of uncertainty. So we are dealing with an idea. Okay, we have an idea, and there are a lot of assumptions behind this idea. So, the challenge of a startup for you, what is a major challenge for a startup?
Viable idea. The idea to work.
Okay. Okay, I won't say that. A startup, you are at the beginning, you want to validate your idea. So for me, the major challenge of a startup is that everything is based on hypothesis. You are making hypothesis that your idea is a good idea. You are making hypothesis that people will buy it or will use it, will buy. So you're making a lot of assumptions about your business. This is the first challenge. The second challenge, it's a psychological challenge. After a certain time, it's becoming a baby, and you over-like your baby. Okay, you don't want to throw away any idea. It's becoming your baby. So Lean Startup, it's a way to tackle these two challenges. So it's based on experimentation. What does it mean, experimentation? You are making hypotheses. So we are making experimentation to validate your hypothesis. Okay? It's an iterative product development, which means the product, it's never finished. It's always evolving based on the feedback that you are going to collect. And the last thing is validate learning. So experimentation, validate learning means two things. You need to get information from your customer. You need to validate if your hypotheses are good or not. That's a major point of Lean Startup. So it creates a kind of methodology which is very simple to understand, not very simple necessary to apply. Okay? So, and we get what we get short product development, so don't wait 1 year to produce something. You need to produce something quickly, okay? And by doing that, you are able to get valuable feedback from your customer. And the very innovative things from Eric Ries, it's you have to find a way to measure your progress. So Lean Startup, it's about validation, the hypothesis in a kind of empirical way, which is more or less scientific, systematic way. So, fast development six, we don't spend too much money to create something that customers don't want. Don't think that you are a good customer of your product. sometimes we assume we are doing a lot of assumption about, or I know the customer because I'm a customer. Using lean startup, you fail fast and you fail cheap. But in fact, I don't like this because no one's like to fail. Okay.
Yes, but it's better than failing, like spending 10 years on a product.
So you learn fast. So you learn fast and you learn cheap. Okay. The objective of failure is to learn something. If you fail and you don't learn anything, you double fail if you want. If you fail and you learn something, it's valuable. It has value because you increase your level of information about your market. Sorry, just want to see if I'm on track. Yeah. So, I want to highlight it's based on this assumption. Productivity is to do a lot of things in a short time. We don't care about what we are doing, but we are doing a lot of things. So don't be productive in startup. Don't be necessarily efficiency, because you are very good on doing something, but we don't know if it has a lot of value. What is important is to be effectiveness, is to be effective. That means doing the right things on the right time. So if you are busy, it doesn't mean that you are a good startupper, okay? You need to be effective. At school, sometimes, okay, something else, but people a lot of time make this confusion. I'm overwhelmed, I have a lot of things to do, I'm very productive, but is it has an impact on the market? So, why we do lean startup? We want to eliminate it's too much. We want to reduce uncertainty. Okay? We work smarter, not harder. Okay? So lazy people can be good startupper to some extent. We use business hypothesis experimentation. So you have an hypothesis, I want to test this hypothesis and validate learn. Okay, so this is a cycle of lean startup. So in all the new management methodology, we have always a kind of feedback loop. We have a way in all the system, in a Toyota system, which is lean, there is always a feedback loop, plan, do, check, act. So we are going to have an idea and we are going to build something, a product. This product we are going to measure, to get data. Based on this data, we are going to analyze the data and we are going to see, okay, to adjust the product or to do something else. So this is a cycle of feedback loop. And the idea of lean startup is to be very fast on this feedback loop. Okay, it's not taking years, or 10 years is too much, but even years, it should be months. So it's quite difficult because there are some conditions. You need to confront your idea, your hypothesis to the market. So you need to accept failure, what we say, you need to accept no, I don't like what you have done. Yes, but I have done, it's very interesting. No, I don't care. You are not here to collect positive feedback, you are here to learn something based on what you have produced. So let's start by, okay, and then it's changing, but you have no idea. You have an idea about a product. So you are making some ideas about the product, hypothesis, and now you need to set up to create a product that can validate this hypothesis. Did you heard of MVP, minimum viable product? I will show you an MVP. I create my house using a lean startup mindset. So I will show you. But here the idea is the MVP is to create a product where can help you to validate your hypothesis. If you think that people think that a lot of people will like this app, you need to create a product just to see if people are clicking. Okay? There are strategies to do that. So we are not here to see the strategy. In 10 minutes we cannot, but we can create fake platform, for instance. You can create shop online, you click, and you receive the order, and manually you are doing the order by yourself. Zappo, what they have done, they take the picture of the shoes from the shop outside around their location. They don't buy any shoes. And when a customer was ordered, they just buy the shoes on the shop market and they deliver to the customer. The idea is how I can validate my assumption that people will buy shoes online. I don't need to create something real. I just need to validate this idea. So it could be a website, a prototype. It could be even a drawing on a paper at the beginning. It could be something very light. Minimum viable product. So if you create a minimum product, it's creepy, it doesn't mean anything. A nice product, this is what you say, we spend a lot of money, you don't have money, so you need to find how to have the minimum viable product. Something that can bring you information about your market, about your hypothesis. And it could be really something simple. At the beginning, it could be one customer. You show him a mock-up of an application. You don't need necessary. You can have no. You can say, I'm going to launch this product. Click on the landing page, we will keep you informed. By doing that, you are collecting information about your potential market. A lot of people are doing books, the Lean Startup books, not the Lean Startup, the Lean book was done in this way. The guy just say, he put the first chapter, and then he say, you want to get the end? But you start to play on the social media depending on. So then you start to measure. And this is quite difficult because you need to define what is a measure criteria of success. For instance, you create a new company and you create a Facebook page. I don't think that the number of likes of your Facebook page is a good indication of your success. Okay, but in the meantime, you can do user testing, you can do create landing page, which is very cheap. People click on it, and we will see some startups are doing it. So the worst is to have a vanity metric, something that shows that I'm doing. The number of likes in Facebook is growing like that. Okay, has no value. Okay, and then you have to learn based on the measure. Okay, what is the customer response? What they don't like? What we like? What is the assumption? So, and then I'm going to decide to pivot or persevere. Pivot, I say I change my path. I want to, maybe I was tackling a market of, I'm going to give you an example of toys market, and maybe it's not this market I should target. And persevere, you continue and you validate more assumption. And you need to be fast. So I have less time. I'm going to talk about something which is the Customer Development Manifesto that went done by Steve Blank. There are 17, we don't have time, I will just say. There is no fact inside your building, so get out of the building. So if you have an idea, you can start to test your idea just talking to people, maybe in the street. You don't need to do nice things inside your building. It's your head, okay? After. Okay, because, okay. It's something, when you do a digital development, use agile methodology. I'm an agile coach, so it's a way, contact me. Validate your hypothesis by experiment. Experiment are two things. Criteria of success, how I measure the success, and also I measure the failure. Because sometimes we don't know where we are. No business plan survives to real life, okay? Whatever the business plan is. Last things, we are not here to get money. We are here to validate assumption on the cheapest and to be able to sell this idea to investors. At the beginning, we are not necessarily here, but we are not here to spend money. Okay, so you fear less failure, if you want. So we are working on something which is uncertain and chaotic. We cannot do that. Okay, MVP, how I build my house using a startup mindset. Okay, I have my wife is Lebanese, we have a piece of land in the mountain. So we have the money, what do you want to do? A house, right? Okay, j'ai 3 minutes. So this is a traditional way of doing a house. My wife is an architect, she's a designer, but she's an architect. So after 1 year, we got a lot of idea about how to build a startup, a house, nothing. So I say, stop. What is the minimum viable product for the family? It's a garden. It's 45 minutes from Beirut, we need a garden for the kids. So we built a garden. It took us 2 months to finish the garden, the first release. So this is the family, everybody will... Sorry?
You started the house with the
Yeah,
garden?
we need a garden. This is a minimal product. Eh. And then we use a garden, and what is the second need? Okay, we learn after using the things. What is the second things? A swimming pool. So we buy and we do something which is, I use existing technology, I don't want to redesign the pools in a nice way. I use something which is a precast concrete pool. Okay, it's another story we will discuss. Okay. Then, the last thing, feedback loops, we get feedback. The third, what do we need? We stop. We stop. We just, yes, we don't build the house. This is a garden. This is a swimming pool. We don't have a house. We have a toilet if you want, and we have a storage. No need of garden. There's over. Okay, last things, I'm going to be very quick. They are over there. It's Sabine Demochon and Aïssa Rida. Okay, they create something, Urban Craft. It was an application to create a city because they are an architect. It's a new toys. They went to UK Liberty Tech Top and then they went to USA. And the guys say, stop it. We are not going to do urban craft anymore. We are going to pivot. Instead of selling goods, you are going to set a platform that can embed a lot of things coming from Lego, from other provider. So the idea is to provide a platform that can be hacked by other suppliers. So what they have done, they went to the market of the toys and then they switch on the digital market. So it's no more, it's brain, it's no more urban craft. And this is a typical landing page. They don't sell anything. You want to get something for free, join us, you click it, and they create their own base of potential customer, which is early adopter. Okay? So these are recommendations of books. This is me. This is a 10 minutes, 15 minutes finish. Thank you.